Hello, my name is Dr. Sue Combs, and welcome to PED 350 Motor Behavior. I apologize for the lateness of this update of information for you, but hopefully we'll continue to work through the kinks that I seem to have with technology. So just want to share with you that there at this point there are about 55 of you in class, so this is going to be a great, exciting time. I've asked you to take a look at this syllabi, but I want to talk you through a little bit of it. As you know, this is course is 100% online. I'm really not all excited about it being 100% online, but it is what it is. So we'll make the best out of it. It does facilitate learning for you and your busy schedule, but it does take away a little bit from that face-to-face. So I want to share with you a little bit about how we're going to get through the semester. We're going to look at, there'll be a module, one or two modules per week, and in the modules will be assigned readings, videos, there'll be assignments, so there'll be a variety of things for each module. So hopefully that will help keep us organized. As you know, let's go through a little bit of this. So the prereq to this course is PED 216 or Exercise Science 216. It's important that you have a background of anatomy and physiology to really get full value of what we're talking about in this course, the course Motor Behavior. So motor behavior, the description is motor skill acquisition, control, and performance. And these are all very important areas of motor behavior that you as a therapist, you as a teacher, you as a coach need to be very aware of, very cognizant of. So we're going to primarily focus on the nature of motor skill performance, motor skill learning, and the factors that influence motor skill acquisition. So when we talk about motor skill acquisition, we're talking about learning for the first time or relearning, in which many cases, if you have an individual, if you're PT again or an OT and you're interested in helping your person to relearn daily living skills. So the goal of the course deals with looking at how the changes in human motor behavior occur throughout the lifespan. So we talk about this being a lifespan course. So what we're born with and how we develop, and then how we kind of lose those skills as we age is considered, we look at it from the full lifespan approach. There are factors that affect movement and behaviors, and so we're going to want to take a look at those factors. There's no textbook required. The textbook that we'll be using is McGill, and Motor Learning and Control. We'll be using that a lot, but I'll be providing the readings online. But again, some people like to have their own textbook, so if this is the case, you certainly can get a cheaper edition online. Let's see. Okay, I want to make sure I get through here. Let's go down here. So again, I'm not going to go through all the course objectives with you, but I do think it's worthy of you to know what we're going to be looking at in terms of explaining and distinguishing between various theories applicable to motor control, motor learning, demonstrate an understanding of organizing how to teach or your coaching session or your rehab session. So I'm going to defer to you to go through the objectives of this course. It's pretty specific, and hopefully we address each of these objectives through learning activities so you can acquire the knowledge and skills associated with this. So I've kind of gone over this, but so why is this course so important? Clearly, if you're going to teach or reteach people with motor skills and analyze problems, you have to know at what basis you're looking at from what you see in terms of critical elements and then where you want to take them to the next level. So it's real important for all of you taking this required course. This basically is the outline, what we'll be going through, and these are basically what the modules will be developed from these various outline components. So, introduction to motor learning control, processing information, sensory contributions to human performance, motor production and motor programs. We'll deal with lots of theories of motor skill learning, principles of motor control, movement accuracy, how do we supplement the learning environment so that our learners can acquire and achieve the skill quicker or more effectively. How to structure the environment along with supplementing what we give, our feedback, paying attention to the attention of our learner. Types of feedback. So we're basically going to spend about 2/3 of the course is going to be on motor learning, motor control, and about 1/3 we'll be working on motor development. So again, we need to understand from where we came to where we've been or where we want to be. So motor development is very important. Lectures and or readings will be posted on Blackboard in module form, as I suggested, week by week. I've got on here, I will post one module per week. The module will include a PowerPoint with audio made with either Camtasia or some other, through YouTube. So it's important that you are able to technologically get the information via Blackboard, and if you have trouble, you can contact me, but definitely contact the TAC on campus. They're brilliant. They can help you through. Make sure you check your student email daily. That's the official way that information is conducted to students from faculty, from staff. So pay attention to your student emails. Anytime I give you an assignment, there will be a date on that, and that assignment will be due by 11:59 of that night. So I will not be able to accept late assignments. I get it that oftentimes there may be some issues with the technology, but oftentimes it's just a basic forgetfulness. So again, I'm going to set this straight right now. No late assignments. You'll receive a 0 for that particular assignment. When you submit an assignment in Blackboard, I would like you to upload in either a doc or docx format and save with your last name. For example, if I would save something, it would be Combs _ feedback assignment. I would like all work to be typed, double-spaced, so it's readable. It's and so that it's again clear and specific, so you don't lose any points for incomplete sentences or whatever. I will be looking at grammar, the technically how you submit, as well as content. Of course, content's the most important, but poor writing skills and lack of attention to what you're writing, what you're saying will probably affect you. There will be quizzes. When we get to the point value, there's going to be 5 quizzes, each valued at 15%. They will be timed quizzes. You'll be able to use your notes, but because they're time quizzes, you're going to have to know the material. You're not going to want to rely on using your notes. Anything I ask you to do, it's independent work. You really should not be working with other people in terms of what's been written. Do not use any kind of work that's been done with past students, because we have this neat little software that we can identify any kind of plagiarism. So don't do that. So evaluation, as I suggested, assignments, where you're going to have a quiz. I'm going to post a quiz by Sunday on the syllabus quiz. There'll be a classification of motor skills during or after the module 1. There's theories assignment, 2 article reviews, a review of the Hanlon study, a mental practice video reflection, and a youth sport assignment. So this will be 20% of your final grade. As I suggested, there's going to be 5 quizzes, each at 15%. And these are pretty detailed, pretty specific. So you're going to need to know your material. You can't go in cold. And then you're going to have a mental practice assignment. So again, with online courses, it's easy to let the work go and try to do things at the last minute, but don't do that. Try to get to it at the very beginning of the week. Basic grading scale, no final grade curves or sliding scales. Excuse me. So this is pretty explicit. Need to make sure you understand academic dishonesty. God, excuse me. This happens. Academic dishonesty. Don't do it. Don't plagiarize. Don't cheat. All cases will be sent to the dean of students, and they're pretty keen on keeping students here clean. I would stop this, but I'll probably lose it then. So, if you have any need for extended time on tests, please get that information to me as soon as possible. No worries with that, as I understand, and we'd love for you to make sure that you are accomplishing. I just want to go over my notes here real quickly that I've said what I wanted to say. So this first quiz, when I get it uploaded, there should be no reason that you don't get 100% on it. It's just going to be like 10 questions based on this, primarily on this outline. There's one thing I do want you to know. Again, this course, this motor behavior, motor development is really near and dear to my heart. That's my beginning. I did my graduate work at The Ohio State. Notice that. You might be asked that question. And my area is adapted physical activity. So it's always good to know what is atypical by knowing what is typical. So the basis of this course, this motor behavior course, is to identify some typical behaviors, but we know that there's no one individual alike, the same, in terms of motor skills and motor functioning. And note, when we say motor skills, we don't mean just basically running, catching, hopping. We're talking about the finite skills as well, the daily living skills that are very important for those of you that are interested in rehab, going into some form of rehab. So again, just to reiterate, the best way to practice, to study, is to watch the lecture, if there is one. Use your notes. Don't leave assignments to the last minute. As always, if you have any issues, please come and see me. I'm in Trask 146. I'd like to get to know you. I'll know you again at some point, but again, I'd love to put a face with the work that you put in. So if you have any questions, contact me. So it's Trask 146. Email's the best way to get a hold of me. So, having said all of that, I'm going to try to get out of this and hope that it comes through okay.